Here we go. Welcome to this mobile update for the PlayStation mobile app, the brand new one. And in this video, all into one, I'm going to run through the new update for PS5, for the console update as well, all into, well, just basically later on. So I'm going to start with the PlayStation mobile, and then we're going to jump into the PlayStation 5 first ever major update to see how it runs and just go from there. And being able, with the new ability to add on, we'll add our PS5 games to the external hard drive. I'm going to try that out today as well, since it's just released, and check out the new changes. Now, speaking of changes, this PlayStation mobile app got updated as well, so I thought I'd start with this first. So with this new update, well, app update, we're going to go through the wish list. I was able to test it out to make sure things work, and then with this update, you will also be able to control your online status. So see how I'm appearing offline? I'm going to be able to see if I can go online, and I already have my PlayStation 5 on in the background as well. So, and we'll see how it works and go from there. So we got our wish list, our online status, and then also they added the notifications where you can be notified with particular friends on your list to know when they are online, so you can stay up to date. So if you're waiting for someone and you schedule a playtime, if they're in a different time zone, you don't even have to be on your console. You can get the notification from your app as well to know when they're online, so you can jump on and you guys can set up and start playing and party up from there for whatever game you guys are going to get ready to play. So let's start with the wish list. So I was able to test it out to make sure it works properly. So this is something new. Some of you guys asked me about this as well from some of these games. So I can try to wish list Resident Evil Reverse, for example, or I can wish list Cyberpunk, which was already removed from the PlayStation Store. So we'll start with this, for example. It also shows your trophy status as well. See, Cyberpunk 2077 is gone. See, you can add it to a wish list. Release date to be determined. So I thought it would probably be sneaky to tell you when they're going to probably add it to the PlayStation Store, but there's no plans for that right now. So let's try that. That's, for example, just to show y'all, check it out, to explore it. See, Resident Evil Reverse, this is not even out. This is just a free game that comes with Resident Evil Village that's coming out in May. See, add it to wish list. It even tells you what is required to play. So that's our wish list and how you get access to it. So where you can just wish list the games that you don't have and games that are not available. You can just create your wish list from there. So that's our wish list. So now I'm going to quickly jump into my settings and just go from there. So I'm going to click my profile, or just basically this gear at the top. And then we'll do the online status from there, because it's supposed to be located in settings. Here it is, console management. See all these different things? Let's try it. Console online status. Now let's see if it changes, and I'll be able to know from there. So you got online busy. Let's go online. And just like I already said, I already have the console on in the background. So we'll see if it saves. Can I go back? Oh, there it is. See, it's a little bit slow, but they need to see it fixed. It changed. So that's a nice little test. So we got our online status. We just did our wish list. And now that's the only thing that's left out, is that we'll be able to get notified. So obviously I didn't make those different changes, so I can go to a friends list and stuff like that and be notified. But I already have that setting set on my PlayStation, so I don't really necessarily need to do it for my mobile if I don't want to. So other than that, there's nothing really new that I can probably just be I don't want to just pull up someone's friends list and their games and stuff like that. So that's just the other update as far as the mobile. But what's coming soon, just to talk about it really quickly, they're going to be able to give us the choice to manage our PlayStation 5 storage, but that's just to come in a couple weeks. But just something I want to just mention really quickly is that this app is too slow. So when I get a message or something like that, I gotta keep on opening it. And then when someone already sends me a message, it'll come up twice or whatever the notification is, or friend request or something like that. Because I have push notifications on, it'll come up twice when I'll get to it later and stuff like that. It'll come up as if the same person, as if that friend just sent the same message or sent multiple invites over and over. So I hope they really stabilize it. And then with the messages, it'll be a little bit quicker with loading to be able to navigate through. Because what's crazy is that the PlayStation Messages app was slow, was a lot faster than this newer app. I do like all the just the different mechanics, and just at the bottom of your screen with the new PlayStation Store that you can get access to. I like the store setup just to showcase it. See how quick it loads? I wish the messages would be a little bit faster than that, so you'd be able to navigate. I just like how it's organized, but that's basically everything that you can get access to from the store and just all the things that's new. But now I'm going to switch and go ahead and head on to the PlayStation 5, and we're going to talk about and just test out the new update for the system update for PS5, and just really try to transfer a game over on a external hard drive and see how it works. Now it's time for the new PlayStation system update for PS5. I'm going to go through it. I already went through the mobile app changes with the wishlist and online status adjustments and stuff like that, so it ended up working. So I'm on the PlayStation 5 now, so I'm doing it in a different style so you guys can see me navigate through this and be able to try it. So I'm going to use Bugsnax as one of my PS5 games I'm going to try out and try to move to my external hard drive. So I already have it plugged in, I already have it formatted properly. So but when you get a hard drive, you got to make sure you format it first before you even try to get access to your PS4 games or whatever titles you're trying to move over on your next gen console. So I'm going to go through this. I'm also in a party chat already. I don't have anyone in here right now, so I'll be able to have some of you guys in later to test out the adjustment of the volume, because they said that you can also be able to, you'll now be able to disable game chat, or you can adjust other players' volumes in the party chat individually. So I'll be able to test that out when I probably play a game today, later on today, and hang out with some of you guys in party chat for fun in any sort of multiplayer games. So that's just one of the part of the updates. But I'm gonna just start with the game base before I even try to get access to trying to move games over, and we're gonna test it out and see if we can play the game from the USB extended hard drive. Because I heard that you can't, but I'm just trying it out now. But the game base got adjusted here, so see how you can get quick access. And I'm just in a party on my own. Did I make my own party? I didn't, because some of you guys already had left the particular group. I wish that was added into the settings, but it's not. So I'll be able to try that out later. But I like that new navigation from the game base, so you'll be able to get easy access to switching between friends and going between groups. Well, I hope they maybe slip in some kind of update where we can create our own individual parties, so we ain't got to keep on making all these groups over and over, because it gets really, it is a hassle. But just trying to add people to the group, and then say for example that they leave, they're going to have to leave the group individually and then rejoin it, or just get re-added to that particular group to rejoin the party chat. It's crazy. So that's the one thing I don't like about this. But that's the game base. Now let's just test out the hard drive now to see what happens. So I'm going to go to my settings and really test this out. So game apps, games in and out. See, there it is. You can delete content. You can have move PS4 content. This is different. So the update is definitely going to be put to the test in this video. Move PS5 games. So I'm going to use Bugsnax, for example. I know it's a shorter game, or I could use Oddworld, for example, as another. I can use any one of these, but I'm going to use Bugsnax for now, just to see if I can play it. I really like this game too. One of the first ever PlayStation Plus games. Perfect test. So I can move it. We're going to move it to... Uh-oh. See what it says? I don't know if y'all can see that. The game you selected will be moved to the USB extended storage. So it tells you how big it is in size. To play PS5 games that are in USB extended storage, copy them back to the console storage from your game library. So you can't play it. But we're gonna find out. You can't play it from the USB hard drive. So it's almost as if it's a save it for later sort of thing. So you get a new game or maybe something that you haven't been playing much of, and you buy a new game and you run out of space, and you want to install whatever game it could be. It could be Resident Evil Village or Outriders or whatever game that's new that you want to check out. You might not have any room for it. So you might want to move a game over to the console storage and save it for later. But you won't be able to play it on the console storage. But you can from PS4 games. That's what I don't understand. So I guess I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I just wanted to really try this out today to see how it runs. See, it doesn't take that long to move over. But I wonder if it's just because it's not that big in size. But I'm going to try to copy it all into the same video as well. Let's see what pops up. And then from here, I'm going to head to my library, my games library, and see if I can adjust the settings, because you can now hide the games that you want, and you can just organize it how you want to. So I'm just testing this out today. And then I'll probably check out some other settings. So we already looked at the game base. And also they did Shareplay. The ability to Shareplay, the cross-gen Shareplay. But I'll be able to try that out later. Because if you're on PS4, you can now be able to play that person's PS5 game, and they can pass you the controller or the virtual controller or the virtual console, so you can play it and test out those games that you are excited to try out. Spider-Man Morales, Sackboy, it can be anything. So I like how they added that. So it should be done. There it is. So let's move to the extended hard drive. So we're going to check this out. It should be in here. Just make sure it went through successfully. So I got a couple games that's on there. Those are all PS4 games. See how Star Wars and Grand Theft Auto, those big giant games. So here it is. It's there. So I can move it back to the console storage if I want to. It gives me that option. But let me see if let's see if that's really true. Cause it might cause an issue. Can I play this game? Nope. It says copy. It says copy right here. So I hope you guys can see. I think my brightness is really up. So let's try to copy it. You can't play this game. How long will it take? Can't find the game or app. Oh, it's going pretty fast. So 10%. So they said copying is it's faster than reinstalling. So that's what I think of it as. Is when you get on it, it's like a game that you'll move over and that you save for later. Even though you can't play it, when you're ready to play it, you just copy it back over to the console. But why can't we play it? You can do it with PS4 games. So you want to play that game, you just got to move it back all over to the PS5. Then you got to delete that other game, that brand new game that you probably finished. You got to delete it, and say you're waiting for DLC and you're trying to keep it. If it gets DLC later on in the year, or waiting for that brand new update to fix the game or stabilize it or whatever the case may be, you're going to have to just remove it all over again. Or maybe if you don't want to remove it, you're just going to have to move it to the hard drive. It might be a PS4 game. For example, like Cyberpunk getting updated today, you might have to move it over to the hard drive. But at least you'll be able to play Cyberpunk on the PS4 version at least. You won't be able to play that PlayStation 5 version. You'll just have to copy it all over again. So, I guess it's I'll just say hit and miss sort of update if y'all want to check it out. I just wish you could play it. I was expecting you'd be able to play these games from the hard drive. You just got to be able to copy it though. So it's just somewhere else that you can store it for now. Like you put up a book or something like that to read later on the show. And that's where it goes. And then you gotta just bring it back out. See, now it's gonna come up. I'm just gonna test it. I had the PlayStation, I had the PS4 controller on earlier. Now I can play it. Now let's make sure it works. This is just a test. See, I moved it back. I'm not playing it from the hard drive. I moved it back to the console storage, where it originally was. But that's the only way to play it. I like this game. But I can close it now. So what I'm gonna do now is see where I want to navigate. And for my PlayStation app, it even tells me that it's ready to play, which is pretty sweet. It notifies you. So it's as if you downloaded the game. So I went to the game base. Another setting that they added was request to join. I could try that. But as I said, I'm going to go to the library. I like that. So let's get to the library. Let's get back to my library. So there it is. So it's back on my console storage, some of my games from my library. Grand Theft Auto and Star Wars is on the hard drive. And then Resident Evil Resistance, some other games, for example. So now we'll be able to adjust our see, sort and filter. There it is, hidden items. So you can hide it, and you can you can set it how you want to. So let's say I wanted to hide Cyberpunk, for example. Hit that options button. See, and you can give the options to hide that title. Hide this game from appearing here. You can unhide it later. See, that's what it basically says. You know, it's bright. But that's the whole sentence, and you can just adjust the library how you want it to be. And then they got the screen zoom. Let's check that out from the settings. Because I won't be able to try anything that's party based or party chat based. I already got to see the game base. So what am I gonna do? Screen and zoom. So you can adjust it now. Adjust the display area. Screen zoom, dim screen while inactive. 15 minutes. So that's basically it. I don't think there's anything else. As far as that's the screen zoom setting. And then we got new trophy settings and stats. It said the level of trophies that results in automatic capture a screenshot or video clip can now be customized. So you can now choose to only capture and save images and videos of moments you earn higher grade trophies like gold or platinum. We're also introducing a new trophy stats screen where you can check out the summary of your trophy level and status at a glance. So that's all the trophies. So I'll go let's do the Dead by Daylight for my trophies. Can I open this? So there's everything. I don't know if this is new. So you can just capture, so maybe you get like a platinum or something like that. You can just capture those moments and adjust them of what trophies you want to showcase and stats. So here's the trophies chapters. Because I'm getting ready to play this soon. That's cool. It shows the individual chapters of all the trophies that you had, nice and organized. But that's basically everything. But the only thing I'm missing that I can't really check out is just being able to adjust players' volumes, disable game chat and stuff like that. And then there's one right here, game update pre-download. The title updates for games will pre-download to your console if automatic update setting is enabled and your console is on or in rest mode. This will let you start playing the latest version of the game immediately after the update's release. So I can adjust that for my settings. But that's already activated because GTA, once I put my USB storage in, Grand Theft Auto 4 was already, well, Grand Theft Auto 5 was already going to try to, that's the wrong game. GTA 5 was already going to be updating. It started to update immediately, right away. And then Cyberpunk from earlier this morning did the same thing. So that was it. That's everything that I can really go through. as far as the update. It's pretty good, but I'll just say it. I don't really like how you can move the games. I like how you can do that and you can get it right back, and it probably won't take as long. But I wonder how it is for bigger games from that caliber. So say maybe something, the new next gen version of Cyberpunk comes out, that's going to be a bigger game, and it's going to continue to get bigger as they continue to update it. But I just wonder how it's really going to be, if they're ever going to add the ability to play it from the console. I mean, slowly but surely, this is the first one. But you would, when you think of this, you would expect it to be able to play the game from the hard drive itself. All you can do is just move it there and just save it for later. And then when you're ready to get back to that game or ready to start that game, you just move it back to the console storage and then play it from there. And then that other game that you want to wait to get updated or whatever for new content and stuff like that, you're going to have to move that back over. You're going to have to move that game to take its place on the hard drive and then play it again later rather than reinstalling the entire game. So it beats re-downloading the game. I would say that's the pro that you can get from it, or the positive thing from it. But the bad thing is you just can't play it from the hard drive itself. So you're just going to have to move it back to play that particular game. But I don't know what you guys think about this update. I just wanted to test it out today in the mix of the mobile update changes, and then we'll see what else gets added. But just like I mentioned, I can't really use anything as far as the party settings to really try to get into see how it is for Shareplay and being able to adjust the party volume. But that's everything that you can really check out and get into for this first ever update for PlayStation 5 that you guys can check out now. And even the controller itself has an update for today as well.